Hello, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good whatever. I'm gonna give it a few moments for everybody to hop on, and then I'll kick things off. But for now, look at that, 10K followers, dude! I did it. Um, yeah, that's pretty exciting. I've been trying at it, but the thing is like I haven't been doing it the way everybody else has been doing it. So I've kind of been just keeping my own personality and not really like. I mean, I am keeping it somewhat professional. I'm trying my best, but don't really care that much because at first it was different because at first I really wanted to like go like the whole blockchain crypto route, and then that changed once I learned how to trade. I was like, wait a second, I could just do this. But yeah, let me just go ahead and make sure this thing retweeted and got on. Okay, cool. Let me let my Discord know. Let me let people know, and then we'll be good. Yeah, did you guys make some money today on Legacy or options or anything? Everyone, 1 second, almost done. I'm live. Okay, cool. Let's hop on over to Bitcoin. That's the first thing we'll go ahead and check out here. Man, hold on, turn this off here. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Let me switch to other chart. No Elliott wave. Okay. So still same boxes we've talked about last couple streams. Still was shorting it. It never really broke through this one. So no bids filled up there. That's cool. We'll still have to leave them up there in case we come back up. So as of right now, we're on this major important red line. So we'll see if this ends up holding or if this ends up breaking. It's also confluent with a diagonal as well. So we'll find out probably by tonight or by tomorrow if this is going to hold or not. And if it does hold, then we'll probably see some sort of a bounce, probably around to this area. I would say 92.50 is probably what I would aim for. You can even do 92.75, and if you're really exotic, you could aim for the line exactly, directly, and aim for the 93, 90, or 86, whatever it is. I never really aim directly for the targets just because I always aim under, typically, just because, I mean, I don't know. Everybody else probably has the same thing I'm looking at, so let me just aim under. I'm still gonna make money one way or the other. What's a couple dollars less? Um, and then I also don't get see like how this wick missed this bottom. If I would have put the bid right exactly there, that would have missed. Not saying I did, but just an example. Yeah. So that is what it looks like on the hourly. And if somebody asks me why I'm using Bitstamp, I'm just using it because my max chart is dirty. It's just is a little cleaner on my end. Let me go to Go charting because that has all my stuff. Let me open up Restream chat too. Wait, that's not chat. There we go. All right, I could see you guys over at Periscope. Yeah, when I zoom out all the way on Bitcoin, just like on this whole entire structure when we ran up to 14K, POC is right around like the 8.1 area, so that's probably not a bad target for me to go ahead and start closing out my shorts. It is a possibility it can go a little bit lower. I mean, as low as I would say, I mean, it'd be better to aim for 7K, but like it can go as low as like 67, 68. Anything below that, I'm not really aiming for. I mean, underneath 7K is all situational. We'll see how we react on this end because if you noticed, where's my screenshot thingy? Like, there's reasons why. So if that's the POC over there, and that's the top, I'm looking at other consolidation areas like this. So that's why I'm coming up with the 7K level over here. POC's right here at 8K. So that's why I'm saying like anything underneath 7K, I would really want to go ahead and yo, thank you. Don't worry about me. I'm so hype. um, and yeah, so there's multiple confluent areas depending on where I'm looking at. So once we start going, if we get lower over here, the only reason I don't want to go ahead and start getting even more bearish is because look up here. We already tapped the top range over here, failed to go through, and we broke down. So now, why would I want to go ahead and when I see consolidation area over here, I talked about wicks sort of last stream. So why would I want to go ahead and start to short over here some more? Yo, Spencer. Why would I want to go short more over here? I mean, I just want to go ahead and see what happens over here. So if the price does end up coming down over here, I'd want to more so see how it goes back over here. Do we go ahead and get rejected at the POC, or do we get rejected over here? I mean, I still won't think that once we get up here, we'll go ahead and break another higher high. So I would probably be looking for a re-entry around this area. So as of right now, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I take it one step at a time. I did push the gun a little bit over here. I really shouldn't have. That was just kind of me being like, yeah, let's trade right away. So that was my stupidity. I just picked a random time. I saw my friends trading, and I was like, yeah, well, let's try it. Totally wasn't my thing. Yeah. So that's what's up with Bitcoin as of right now. It's looking like it's also gonna lose the 20 SMA. You'll probably see some kind of bounce over here. Last minute shorters getting punished. So wait until either. Oh, we have the daily close coming up too. In about an hour. Okay, so we'll see the daily close right at the end of the stream. We'll see how that goes. If that closes underneath the 20 SMA and doesn't swing back up, we'll have some struggles. But I mean, not bad right now. As of right now, if I was gonna give you guys some bullish hopium, so if we do have this diagonal area that we're getting rejected at, you could look at that as a support test. I mean, hey, if you're really bullish, you could be like, yo, that's support testing that line. I think it's going to come back to 10-4, and we're going to moon through. Like, cool. That's valid. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but, I mean, you can think that. It's sort of set up, but in my eyes, it's not. It's like, oh, this is down. This is coming down underneath the 20 SMA, but we got to really watch that 20 SMA. So that's what I'm saying. So if it does recover the 20 SMA, where is it on the daily? The daily's at 93. I didn't even look at that until just now with you guys on stream. And I already had mentioned to you guys that 93 level just a minute ago based just off looking at this level. So you guys really should look at zoomed in on your levels and just check through each time frame. Let's check out SPX for today. Cool coin shares. So nah, it's not. It's not my god. I just say that because every time I'm like B-Band's middle line, people are like, "What the fuck is that, man?" I'm like, "Oh man, all right." So here's a little bit more hopium. If we can break through over here for altcoins, 300K is the magic number, or 300 billion for the market cap. Then Moon City, KCS. All right. Alright, I'm doing a little something right off the bat based off that line. I would rather trade it when it was up here. As of right now, I mean, just this month it started making new lows. This is just a little bit of a pump, but still got rejected back down. Let me see, zoomed in. I mean, you can trade momentum. I guess you can trade on lower time frames. It's not that bad down here. It's still ramping up. Let's do an hour. How much is it done? How much am I risking? Oh, okay. So it really hasn't done much. Oh, and thank you, Big Beta, for joining. That's the real one. All right, so I don't want to get bearish on the SPY again until we start breaking like once again the middle line, the middle of the 20 SMA. Even if we don't break that one, I still would rather get bearish once we break underneath here. That would be more of an ideal area. as of right now, let's keep going. We can check QQQC since we're all relying on this thing. Ah, man, like this is the ultimate punishment over here. Filled the entire gap from the bottom. Insane. Off the bottom. Recession my ass. Oh, here's the one that I'm in right now. Look at the one that is doing pretty good, guys. I got some calls on this one. This one should be doing pretty good. I've been kind of shilling this. So, riding on up. This one I can turn on Ichi. So, I see there's some bad news coming out over there. So, as of right now, I think it's going to end up coming something like this. So, it'll probably go up a little bit higher right around there. And possibly over there. Then you'll see a little bit of a pullback come through over here sideways. Possibly even come down over here. And then we'll see that explosive move to 650. As far as what I got, as far as options you're asking, is I have, what do I have? I have January 15th $10 calls. I have short-term calls for $5, and I have another set of short-term end of summer calls for $7. So they're all expirations around that time, and those are the strikes. So the $10 one is the one all the way in January 2021. So that's a little bit further out. I wanted to do a little bit of leaps like a couple months ago, so I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and try that. I mean, it's been really good. The cool thing about those was that when I had initially purchased them, I think it was probably around here. This spike had brought them all the way up to 24 cents when I had bought them around 12 cents. I didn't really sell any because, I mean, I'm supposed to hold them for a yearly thing. And I had bought even more up here. That's the thing that surprised me. This whole entire dump, they didn't lose any value. They started losing value over here. So that's the one thing that was really stuck out to me. How profitable are you with options? Well, I mean, as of right now, I love trading it way more than crypto just because it's easier and I do make more money on that. So I make more money on options than I do crypto. Just because crypto I end up taking now a little bit slower than I used to unless I'm trading altcoins. I mean, there are those rare occasions where there's things like this. Where I cash out like wicks like that. But like if I'm talking like as an average, I also have more capital put into my options right now. I think out of all my money I have, I think like 35% of it is in options. So for me, that's like, I shouldn't have that much, but hey, whatever. And it's something I can trade often because I can trade crypto throughout the week or on the weekends. And with the regular markets, I have to follow a schedule, 9 to 5 or 9 to 4. That's nothing because if I stay up real late, like last night, I didn't stay up late. I woke up all late. But yeah. So I mean, it's really just dependent. I mean, it's not really. I'm not really looking at it as more so. Which am I making more money off of? It's more so I wanted to trade other assets and I wanted to trade other things and learn more different type of trading. And just because I wanted to trade other things other than crypto. I mean, I didn't want to be stuck trading crypto. And I know some of my other friends that got rich off of options are done really good. So, if they could do it, why couldn't I? Silver. A little bit of a pullback on silver. Normal. So many days of continuous green. Yo, Maddie Marathon. Oops. Yeah, let's check out airlines. Yeah, let's check some tickers out. Enough talking. Money. Yeah, so a lot of these things are setting up in this way. So this is what I'm looking for right now. I had a little bit of a harder time last time playing them when they were up here because they weren't... Yeah, I had a hard time playing them because, like, whenever ET swaps up and down, it just is better to pay attention to price action, at least on Legacy, because there's a lot of times this happens. So, as of right now, what I'm hoping that a lot of these things do is how Ford is looking right now. So, if we turn off everything else, price action is right underneath the clouds. I expect a lot of it to get around here. I think we'll respect the lows for now, and then we're going to see if we're going to get some explosive action through, or we're going to see... No, that's my play. What was that other play? Somebody else was mentioning it. I can't think of it, but this is my play, so I'll shit on my own play. That's fine. So we don't want this thing to like close out and then continue this red cloud. Because if this continues the red cloud and it opens up over here and price doesn't go explosive through this area, or like I would say within this time period, like this is the window. It'll give you a little extra gap down here, but like you really need plunge protection for that. But if at any moment we don't start breaking out, I would say if we're just looking at price action, I would say you need that 23, 24 level to start breaking soon for you to start making money. But anyway, so there's just a structure as far as what you're going for that one. I want things to break out into there, and I don't want them to end up closing up like this, because that just means they're coming down. I wonder if I have more better... See, like a lot of them are set up like this one. Oxy. I'm looking to play this box once this can settle down. You said LUV. Airlines. Yeah, airlines have a little bit of a way to go. I mean, even if I'm not looking at Ichi right now on LUV, I'm not a fan of airlines. I mean, people are going to start buying. I guess I'd be looking for a pullback to buy. So I'd probably look for like 27. There is a gap down here, so 25 would be even fine. We'll see if we can flip this and hold this. I personally don't think it's going to just start blowing through 35, but... I mean, at any point, if it gets into the clouds, I have, like, plenty upper targets to play if I did want to do this one. I'll just check love order flow for shits and giggles for you guys. Love order flow. See, so there's these guys that are thinking $45 strikes in 2 years. I mean, that's not a stupid bet. It's just the problem with doing long-term leaps like that is you got to scale in or you got to, like, be early. Like, notice that this guy's buying into 557 OI. He's not over here buying into 969 because that makes such a big difference when you're looking at these things. The reason is because, all right, you got to understand when you're buying an options play and you're buying yourself time, you're paying for that time you're getting. So each month and each week you keep pushing it out, you're paying more and more money. So if you're buying that shit while it's in trend and you're trying to go the same direction, but you're trying to buy leaps, man, you're gonna get so fucked and you're gonna pay so much money. It's not even funny. And what I mean is that, let's say this is going downwards and you're like, yo, I'm gonna buy puts for like 2 years out because I think this shit's gonna keep going down. It's not gonna keep going down, but you're gonna be paying so much money over here. And then if it starts popping back up, you're gonna lose money. And it's just, it's not good to get it at the wrong time in trend for leaps. It's better to execute tops or bottoms for leaps. That way, you can give yourself some space to scale in. You can't really scale in if you're just getting fucked every other week. So, low OI is the trick over here. And the volume doesn't supersede the OI either, so that's good. Because if it just showed to me that, hey, it's something like this, low OI but more volume, somebody's trading that inside of there. I don't want to be part of that. I'd rather just skip that. And expiration's not good either for this one. This is a weekly one. Though, the weekly I did this week, I mean, that was my money maker. That's why I kind of was like, all right, well, I should probably be safe on this one and not be crazy. I saw this come up on Cheddarflow. It was really, really awesome. See, like, I'm looking at it now, and it's like, I should have held it. So, it came through Cheddarflow, like, right around here, and immediately, it came through at 10 cents. I wonder if I can find the play for you guys. It was great because it was like a quick 3 times. Yeah, BHC, I remember the time period. What was it? Where's the 10-cent sucker? Right. Yeah, right there. This guy. So it came through at 10 cents, and right after it came through, it was already bought out because, I mean, I have most of my funds on Robinhood too, unfortunately. I mean, I have a TD Ameritrade account, which has funds, but I trade options so much, and sometimes I do fuck up. So I'm not going to keep paying TD Ameritrade per options. That's just silly. I can deal with the shitty spread. Yo, Beastie, what's up, man? What's Cheddarflow? Cheddarflow is an options order flow database. Basically, it tracks all live order flow for options. But they basically have their own algo of things. So that's how I used to trade some of my trades. Like, for example, Great example would be something like this. This is how I use it. I use it in conjunctions to my options trading. Like, for example, there's this stupid triangle forming, coming to the end of the triangle. I know it's going to do something. So let's see what it can do. So this is where I would be like, all right, well, hey, let me go ahead and check out some order flow, see what everybody's been doing, how the order flow's been. So when did it start forming this triangle? About the 15th. Okay. 15th. So I would say the week of the 11th, did anybody start scaling in? How's the order flow? So order flow is leaning 73% more bearish. So at that point, I'd be like, all right, well, my order flow is already matching that there's going to be a breakout to the upside, but price hasn't reacted that way. And for me on my end, I was already thinking it was going to break out because I have another confluent factor over here, which is my Ichi breaking in. So I had multiple factors just coming up. So at that point, I was like, all right, cool. This is going to be a great play because I have a lot of the risk already calculated in. If anything goes wrong, well, shit. But I didn't think it would be. So that's why I was like, all right, well, let's go ahead and look for order flow. And I always tell people my style is preferred as something between a month or 3 months out. That's what I like playing. I mean, I did do a little bit of bi-weeklies this week, but that's just because I wasn't making any money the prior week because EEM short fucked me. So that one was really shitty. But yeah, it's getting back on my grind and looking for another one. This is what EEM did to me. Let me show you guys this. This is one I'm going to go ahead and try to get back into even though it got me. Yo, J-Bags. What's up? Let's look at ADA. Yeah, we can look at ADA. It actually wasn't looking too bad. Ooh, I have some targets on there. Are they going to embarrass me? Hold on. Oh, man. Okay, so failed at the clouds. So it's in the clouds. Just comes back to a lot of the other things. It needs to stay in there. It needs to clear over. Ideal level would be this level right here. If we can go ahead and get back into right up here. No, I can do a little lower. I would say right around there. If we can get cleared up around there, and start fighting this double top area, I think it can go through. But I don't think it will do that just now. So I mean I was playing altcoins for a little bit because I wasn't sure what was going on in the sideways chop with Bitcoin. I mean I was short, but that's what I kept saying. I'm like, I'm not playing Bitcoin short. I'm not playing Bitcoin longs, but I'll do altcoin longs because sideways chop is good for altcoins, especially when Bitcoin is priced up higher. What other tickers you guys got? ZIL. Yeah, let's check it. I have a bag of ZIL, unfortunately. Man, that's hella volume. Maybe I'll make my money back. Yeah, I have like bags, like I'm a bag holder for ZIL. I cost average and I lose money every time. Except now. So I guess I'm finally making some money on this one. Nothing on like the old bags, but anything else I've cost average. This sucker's going right on point with everything. So yeah, last target. I mean, this is probably where you probably want to go ahead and take some profit. If it can go ahead and break through there, it's def gonna go up to there, the 139. So I think this still has some room to grow. I mean, I don't like not taking profit anymore, so this is almost 63% up. Yes, we know. T-Fuel did a rocket moon thing, and I'm all out of this one. So if this goes any further, that's congratulations to anybody else. So whoever mentioned T-Fuel on the last stream, I appreciate you. You're pretty cool because that helped me out a lot. I was like, oh shit, look, they just going, but T-Fuel hasn't. So whoever that person was, ICX. Oh, it's Beastie. Beastie, what are you playing, man? Are you doing any stocks? Are you in any options? ICX. Binance. The put life. Yeah, so the first thing for the other viewers off the bat is So I do notice that it did have this giganto pump up here, but the one thing we needed it to do after the giganto pump was cool off. I would say this is a plenty time period for it to go ahead and cool off over here. And look at that. Looks like a little something something. Yeah, I would say this is plenty of time for it to go ahead and cool off. So at this point is where you'd want to go ahead and see if it can go ahead and start breaking this higher upper structure over here. And I would say that's the main box that it really does need to clear on the upper end. Once it does go ahead and break that, I mean, you can see this little gap up over here as well. So that's the magic number up here. POC is holding right now for a little bit, so that's really good on the daily. Let's go zoom in a little bit. Yeah, right on the POC. I mean, there is a slight possibility for a pullback, but yeah, that diagonal breaking would be nice and getting up to here. Yeah, it's only a 20% move. I think that's possible. How's Drep? I don't know. That's a bag I have. You guys want me to show you my shit coin bag? Alright, Drep. Look at that. Drep's making some money. I showed Drep on like a couple streams ago too. I was talking to Zach about this one. Zach better be on the stream. Drep is Drep and Rep is Augur. Which doesn't make any sense because I don't know where you get Rep from Augur. Yeah. Like look, you type in Rep and you get Augur. It's like, why didn't you fucking name it Augur? Oh well, the things they do. Dude, beast. Check this sucker out. Mona coin. Unstoppable. Unstoppable coin. What's the value? It doesn't lose value. Since when? Since 2017. If you're a fucking bag holder since 2017, congratulations, because you hit the lottery and have never lost any money on this coin. Unless you bought up here. Or up here. Or even over here. Well, you're still in some money over here, but if you bought any time in 2015 to 2017 and bag held, even till May, you'd been good. Yeah, Dogger. Hey, Monocoin's used in Japan heavily. What did I want to see? Somebody gave me the sauce on Dax. Goo gave me the sauce on Dax. I gotta read and go back to him. Do you guys have any other tickers that you guys want me to go over before I go run through all my list real quick with the swiftness? Look at this. Weekly, Ichi setting up on gold even nicer. We had a bullish fake out on the or bearish fake out on here and just popped back over. So this is looking really ripe. A little bit of pullbacks here and there, but this looks like it's definitely prime for 1800 easily. Yeah, Apple. Yeah, this monster. Oh yeah, shit. I had a delivery of gelato. Hang on, one sec. Oh yeah, that's good. Except I have a fucking beard and like it's getting all my beard. Anyway. Dude, this looks like a fucking top on Apple. I would short the shit out of Apple here. But that's what common sense would say. And that has not worked out for me at all the last couple months. Yo It's from Rita's. Yeah, let's check order flow on Apple. Let's see what people have been doing since last week. I can't spell the ticker because I'm retarded. Hold on. See, that's what I'm saying. Still leaning bearish. I mean, that's not huge of a difference. It's a little bit, but not something I would go ahead and do. McDavie, the man. Yo, if anybody did follow me this stream, You're number one, and if you subbed, DM me. I'll give you a personal gift. Expiration, that's what I'm concerned about. Yeah, see, when I see this, I'm like, oh man, why are these guys still betting higher? But this is in the money too. These guys, though, this guy here, what the fuck is he doing? When did he buy these? Okay, so this is one good to go ahead and research. Black player means he's scaling in. He's been scaling in since Monday. Let's look at this order details. And we'll do a little bit of research here. Let me pull this up. Alright, where is it? Okay, you guys can use this bigcharts.com if you guys want. It gives you a breakdown of the summary, because some places you can't really find the chart or the options chain. I mean, you can write on like the website if you really want, but it's very difficult going through all that stuff. All right, 121, 140 strike. Okay. Oops, that's calls. Fuck. Hold on. Sorry, just trying to pull up one of the order flows and match up on the charts and just double check on it for the people that are just joining in. Puts right here. Here we go. January 15th puts. The guys clearly made money. Dang, these puts were priced expensive just back in March and then lost value. So yeah, so this just shows me right off the bat, shows well, if these do end up going pumping, this shit's gonna go insane because they're priced at $2 right now, and back just when we were actually dumping, they were priced at like $10-12. Insane. Let's go back sooner, 10 days. Oh, shitty chart. And then I don't know what's going on with this shit because you used to be able to hit advanced chart. Maybe it's just my computer. And you could hit chart style. And it would take you to the other, it would keep it on the other screen, but it must have, these guys must have went paid. But yeah, I mean, these are priced around like 238 right now. Looks like this guy bought it around, bid ask was around $1.35. So this guy definitely did make some money from last week. But that's the thing. If he has a lot of time, so if we do start dumping and we do start seeing a reaction on here, that ends up being something like that, where we start getting aggressive volatility to the downside and start gapping down like that. And if we go down 15% like aggressively, I think that guy will at least double out his money, and those things will end up coming out to about $4 easy. So that's the look on bullish or bearish on Apple. But just got to be cautious about these guys coming in with these weird calls. But they could be exits, so that's leaning more. I guess the order flow for me kind of leans bearish, but I just got to be cautious. Don't know what the shit does. What else do we have? EA Sports, man. This is another one that's been so nice. This one had a nice breakout, support test. Kind of went a little bit under, but overall, huge recovery and broke through some highs. I wouldn't say all-time highs, but definitely broke some highs, which was awesome. As of right now, I think this one will probably come down just a little bit more, but I don't think you're going to see discounts like you saw over here at $86 again for EA Sports. That goes with a lot of the other tech, like, what else do I have? QCOM was looking a little bit bearish, so I think QCOM will come back down to about $71. I don't think you'll get the discount on $60 again on QCOM. AMD does. I can't even tell there was a discount. INTC is another one. This one actually looks like it's gonna go ahead and move through further. I mean, that's the thing. Like, all these things look like they're gonna go make another leg up. It's like nothing is happening. Chunky small. Well, what's Chunky on? He's ultra bullish. Dude, it's hard to say, man. I want to pick a side. common sense and like just the fundamentals and everything tell me to be bearish. So even my trading skills tell me to be bearish, but skills have not mattered. All that has mattered is you believe in the market and you believe in this Mr. Powell guy, okay, and the printer, our lovely printer and our digital economy, which you can just enter numbers in and print out stuff. So on a technical standpoint over here, we're at resistance on the weekly 20 SMA. So any kind of clear over 3K is just guaranteed, hey, we're going back for all-time highs. Plunge protection isn't. Was Joe Rogan just doing his own? Dude, was he on YouTube doing it like his own thing? He wasn't sponsored by Joe Rogan. He apparently signed a deal with Spotify, so now he's just going to be streaming on Spotify. Awesome thing for him. Not the best thing for YouTube since they just lost their guy, but I mean, YouTube sucks dick anyway. But I don't think he was getting paid by YouTube in the sense that he will be by Spotify. I think Spotify is like, hey, we'll pay you. YouTube was like, hey, you can collect our affiliates. It's like, why isn't Ace talking? Because he's stuffing your space. Alright. The dollar. That's another thing I've been focusing on. Same old thing. We're just kind of ranging in this stupid little gray box, which is really annoying. I just got to keep extending it and extending it. So I'll know exactly when this is going to move because it'll be starting to actually make some kind of action outside the box. So once this moves, I think we'll start to see a move in some of the volatility as well. So what do we got here? How's this stuff looking? I have friends who wanted to do puts on this stuff. And I had warned them motherfuckers. I was like, yo, do not try to do puts on this stuff. Like, you're either catch the trend upwards or you catch like this kind of trend downwards. I'm like, don't try to trade this stupid little chop. Like, some of their options aren't moving and they're like, what do we do? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, this stuff's starting to get a little slow over here as well. Yeah, so I'm just watching this in comparison to this one. I think these two will react a little bit better once we start seeing that move on Dixie. Back. Oh, here was the example that I was trying to tell you guys. Okay, so this is what you don't want when I'm looking at Ichi. This thing is thinning out. This almost looks bearish. I mean, there's not many good signs over here. We're still in a bearish TK. This is coming down. I mean, these aren't good signs right now. So if at any moment this loses, this just means banks are coming down. Spot chart. Yeah, let me check. Oh yeah, Spotify. See, I get lost everywhere. Oh my god! What the fuck? Is that a Joe Rogan bump? What? Yeah, you guys probably do hear an echo. Hold on, I can fix that. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, it should be okay now. Do you hear an echo now? Nope. Lord Chickens, are you good now? Because I think that was me. Some people can hear it, some people can't. Lord Chickens, respond. Sir, please. Mon ami. Okay. It's fine or is it gone? that's different. Anyway. Yeah, broke out. The sucker went. It's still there a little bit. Okay. No problem. We got this. I could fix this. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Yeti. That you guys are pieces of shit. And your microphones are trash. They're not simple at all. They don't work that easy on my streams. And then I gotta go buy another one. I feel like I should just buy a cheap one because it'll work better. One sec, I'm just switching my headset. Hello. Can you guys hear me? I think you guys can hear me now. I hope. No, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. This should be a little bit better. Now you won't hear an echo. Yeah, the quality's good. It's just that stupid echo. I need somebody to help me set up my Twitch. The problem here is that it's picking up it's picking up two inputs somehow on my OBS, and I can't get that to go away. Doesn't matter what I try. Yeah, Spot's a monster. Oh, this is probably a great example too on options. And nobody's playing it. They're buying puts, which you should be doing. I mean, everything's just gonna be pretty expensive because it's so popular right now. Everybody loves volatility. So is your stream volume up on your PC? Mute your stream on your PC. Mute my stream. My stream isn't up, but OBS is up. The only way the echo goes away from me is if I mute the sound on my PC altogether. But DM me on Twitter and we can talk about this one. I'd appreciate it. And I'll help you out with something, whatever you need. Uber keeps going up. I think we talked about this one last stream too. I think Uber will do fine. I mean, taxi cabs are gonna have a hard time. I think Uber is gonna probably struggle right now, but I mean, even as of right now, if taking an Uber is still safer than other things because I don't know, I'd feel like you have more control of how many people are around you. That's if you're concerned about those kind of things. If you're not, then hey, fuck it, you're immune. But I play Minecraft with a buddy every once in a blue moon and just got a message. He's like, I lost everything. I fell in lava. This one was doing really good when we were having like all that news about war and we were ready to get in war and everything was breaking out and then coronavirus came and Booz Allen Hamilton somehow got discounted for everybody. So once you can see some action on some like more war and whatever's going on in the world, I think Allen Hamilton will do better. You guys hear about this stuff going on in MAGE in Brazil about this UFO and the military? Oh, Giovanni, my man, dude. All right, dude. Yeah, man, definitely. I will definitely DM you. These are another ones that aren't stopping. Like this is like my other biggest regret. Like low is non fucking stop. Low hopped back into the range. Like unbelievable. I feel like this was the discount of a century. I worked back in lows like a couple years ago and that shit was discounted. Like this I should have scooped. Back up 100%. Imagine that. You know how many old ladies I know work there that always paid attention to their 401k? They probably sold some of their kidneys and grandkids to go ahead and buy this dip. That's probably what I should have done. So now it's back in the range, nearing the top of the range. Should be coming up for a good time for a put. I mean, I don't want to say I highly doubt, but I doubt it's going to break through and push through all-time highs after having such a violent 100% run up. I think there's room for coming back down. But yeah, it's pretty strong. I think it'll have one more leg up, but this is coming down to the point where you want to go ahead and do puts. And these are the kind of things like AMD told me before. He's like, yeah, HD and low kind of like lead the economy type thing. So if that is any kind of indication on things, then these put players, but they're also hedging at the same time. More expensive on calls, obviously. See, like you notice, like this is what, so this is the opposite trend, and this is in trend. In trend, and what's popular is the $5 ones. The ones that are $1.35 right now. I mean, it's still smart to do puts, so that's why they're priced like that, and that's a popular ticker. But it's such a complete difference on them. A different strike date makes a big difference too. Look at that. $5 different strike almost lowers it down by half. SQ is a monster. Square. Yeah, look at Square breaking out. I have a lot of mumbo jumbo on here. What's this? Yeah, I'm gonna say Square's. Yeah, Square's topped out. Right over here. If Square can go ahead and break through that structure and start moving up, we'll start seeing price action probably get around here. But I'm gonna have to go ahead and say this is the top. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I think I'm right. HD hit all-time highs the other day. Insane. What company would have been able to say that? Like, hey, we got hit by Corona, but hey, all-time high. Like, hey, just a little bit later. Retailers, Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, this is coming back down. If we can flip over the Kijun, we'll go ahead and see some continuation going back up to the 39.40 area. You have Target. Target has filled the gaps on the daily end of things. So I'm going to go ahead and say they squeezed out the most they could, and this might end up getting rejected. Lose 113, then you'll see lower back over here around 105. What else we got? Walmart. Walmart loses 122 or gets inside these clouds. It should end up coming back down to 118. I do not like this big giant candle. Oh, this is earnings. Okay, so Walmart did good for earnings. Yeah, this is probably a good time to buy the dip on Walmart because look at this nonsensical PA it had during this whole stuff, and everybody's still going to Walmart. Walmart is second to Amazon, so that just seems like an easy buy the dip. WMT. Let's see if I can support the structure. Yes, sir. Look at that. Ding ding. Um, all the way down here, red day, right after earnings. I've talked about earning plays like that. I don't like doing the day of earnings. I'd rather play the day afterwards. Repeated call activity for WMT. Short expirations, some a little bit longer, but that's awesome. Dollar General, place of the poor. Middle class, whatever, isn't going anywhere unless Dollar General goes out of business. Huge, thick cloud. Tenkin pushing up. We're holding up support over here on these levels. You have another set of support over here at the 170 range over here. I mean 172 area. As long as it doesn't start losing like 168, 170, I think it'll be okay. You even have one last final lifeline support at 164. Overall, I think Dollar General looks really good. I think it'll end up making another leg up. Amazon. Amazon, no! Dude, see, this is why I need a calendar. Fuck, man. So I got my free shares today and I didn't sell them. Damn it. Did I really miss the top? Oh, man, they even pumped it for me. They were like, yo, Ace, here, get out at 25. And Ace didn't get out at 25, so now Ace is gonna have to get out lower. But I'll probably go ahead and wait. Oh, you opened up a put on Amazon? Oh, man. I mean, they're not exactly bearish, but I mean, there definitely looks like it's going to be some sort of a pullback at this point if it keeps coming lower. I get hit so hard in tax. This is what I was calculating over here. I was like, damn. So if I exit my shares over here, that means I'll get back 1,400 per share. I get hit with a 40% tax almost. Might as well take half my fucking money away. So that really sucks. But hey, it's free money. But still, it's 40% taxed. My baby, this thing's gonna go. Economy's gonna open up. They've already had lines out the asshole. What do you think is gonna happen? Bullish TK might possibly even happen over here. It's clamping right now. Over the 20 SMA, opening up strong. As long as it can get past, I would say, yeah, June 1st, right on time. Man, I think this is gonna hit. Let us open up the economy, and everybody will be back at Starbucks that hasn't gotten Starbucks this whole quarantine. What else do we got? Oh man, I let this whole Gemalto melt. I said Gemalto. Damn. Okay. It was mango flavored. I have a retirement bag of Starbucks that I put into my 401k. But in general, it's just one of my favorite stocks to trade just because I've traded it so many times. I traded it over here and made the breakout. I've helped my friends make money on Starbucks, so it's just pretty good, decent price action that I understand. When I first started trading, it's just something I was paying attention to, so fundamentally before all this nonsense, I mean, nice big fat range it broke out of. Heavy range popped up, all-time highs. So, yeah, I mean, Starbucks I don't think is going anywhere. We can check QQQ again. Instead, I will do SQQQ. I had somebody that wanted to go long on this one. It's getting time, but it's just hard to time these bottoms on these things when it comes to these
uh, QQQ and SQQ, just because they hold so much risk when you try to long them. So trying to long them when it's not confirmed is a little hard. Puts on here do look really attractive, but there's things that are signaling don't do it. So it's if I'm getting a little bit, I don't know what to do kind of feeling, I'd rather just pass and just do something I know what I'm doing with. But that does look nice if somebody want to take a bet. GME, Jerry's gonna save this company. Whoever, what was the guy's name that bought this? Will they say it? I don't know. Jerry bought it, and he pumped the stock a little bit from the bottom. Same setup with most things. We need to go ahead and see how this cloud opens up. I really think June, I'm sorry, is going to be a big explosive time. Last year we had this whole sell in May motto and go away, which I ignored, and now crypto Twitter happened to magically pick up on it because they're realizing the hard way. So yeah, but right after sell in May and go away happened, right around June 1st, everything started popping off last year. So I'm assuming we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Everything's just lining out perfectly. I mean, there's still an unknown variable like this whole coronavirus and all this stuff, but let us print another 3 mil and we'll pump stocks again. Okay? Like Powell said, it's just a computer. You just enter in the numbers and they change and you're the government. You can do this. What else do we got? Pizza, pizza, pizza. Pizza's just nuts, man. This thing is just monstrous. I don't even know how this keeps going. Papa John's making a comeback. Uh, Domino's Pizza looks like it's gonna go ahead and make all-time highs. Damn, Domino's Pizza's expensive. Wow. Let me grab something. The other, the anti-backwoods. Someone bought two Domino's Pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin. You sure it was Domino's and not some other janky like weird sideshow shit? Glad I got rid of this bag. This thing was a piece of shit. This thing never pumped up. Reggie. I haven't even looked at this list. Wow. BP coming down for the bottom. Makes me want to buy a bag of BP. Let's go check monthly on BP. So in 2008, BP did have an aggressive fall. We had a pretty aggressive fall over here. BP did end up recovering a lot more, especially when it's so extended out of the B bands over here. I think it can come back up. I don't think you're going to see this discount of $15 again, given the state of things. Oh, BCRX, lower range pops. What is this? Yeah, this is a pharmaceutical, so isn't it kind of funny, like bottom range every time pops up, pops up? I think this is based off like how often they do their trials and things like that. I don't know Canadian stocks to be honest. I don't know what is based off of where. I just trade whatever is on the chart. But if you got tickers, man, I will gladly like other tickers. I really like my main thing to do is first I like to look at order flow and see if any of the order flow matches up with my TA. And if the order flow matches up with my TA, then I'll go ahead and look at the ticker. Typically, I don't like exploring too much on the tickers. I like trading like the main tickers, and the reason for that is just because of options liquidity. If I try to play something weird and janky and shit, like that's not. I mean, it's popular, but it's not really all that popular. Things can fuck up a little bit. And what I mean by that is like my option spreads can be really wide. They can be like 0 cents to like $1.20 or like 5 cents to $3, and it's hard to get out if you have a big position. So like at most I could only do like 100 contracts. I could never buy anything over 500 contracts or even get close to it and then actually think I'm gonna exit. So that's one of the biggest things. Oh yeah, man, it really sucks. Canada people can't trade options, which is the worst, or they have a really, really hard time. Same with your friends. wish Cold Chills could trade options. He would do really, really good on those. I can't trade this one because I'm not Canadian. But this thing is going. Oh, look, it's one of those bullshits. So, something I learned the hard way with earnings is, so there's two ways to play earnings. You either decide what you're gonna pick on the day of earnings, and then you're gonna wake up in the morning whether it's gonna gap up, whether it's gonna gap down, or it's gonna do nothing, and you're still gonna lose your money, or you're on the right side. Okay? Or the other thing is that you can always play the day after earnings and pick a side. Sometimes what I like doing with like big important names with that have had earnings, doesn't matter if they're bad or good, whatever the trend is, I'll go ahead and buy calls on that one on that direction. So let's just say it was like ATVI was having their earnings and this was their price action. I was like, damn, it already had gapped up on the earnings on bad reports. Like, what the heck? I would just go ahead and basically buy some calls on that one, and it would have paid off because typically after earnings is when you see the real action. Once everybody's either start dumping or there's actual demand for it. Because if there's demand for it after earnings, it's either because they did financially sound, and if there isn't demand for it, that means people are selling out after that pump, and then you just buy the dip. SHMRF. Hold on. ODC tickers. Oh, what are you giving me, Giovanni? Agriculture, commodities, and minings. I mean, not bad. I have somebody that like knows a lot better about fundamentals of these kind of things. I don't really trade OTC, so that could be an issue. Today's lotto section, guys, on order flow. Let's see. Let me show you guys. We had some Ford callers coming in today at 7 cents per options for a 529 expiration. The longest expiration ones for lottos were 630, 185 strike on SPY, 15 cents. Why would somebody bet such a number, you ask? Hold on, let me pull up SPY. And this should help you guys. Like they're like, this is what probably people think whenever they see this. They're like, "Oh, this guy's stupid. Why would he bet on 185 for SPY? That's all the way down here, man. It's not gonna happen." That's cool. It doesn't have to happen. That's the whole fun part about options. Yes, you can pick your strike date, but you gotta remember your strike date isn't what you're making money off of. You're making money off of volatility. So if it starts getting volatile and it starts doing some green candles down, starts limiting down or whatever to the downside aggressively as it did upwards, that's the kind of things that's going to increase the value and increase everybody else wanting to buy it. So once you have other buyers starting to come in and you're starting to see that volatility towards the downside, there's going to be more interest in that option and you're going to be getting closer to the money. Even if it's just by a little bit, but the volatility is going to help you get into the money. So let's just say this gap's down three or four limit down days and we're down at 255. At that point, you'll definitely go ahead and see this shit like double or triple out. Where'd it go? Yeah, 17 cents. I could see that being 50, 60 cents if that's the kind of price action you see. So you don't have to bet on your strike date. You got to bet on your volatility and your Greek values. Fixie, EEM. EEM was the one that screwed me. Fixie doesn't look. Yeah, these two don't look bad, but they're China related things. Emerging markets and just China stuff. F, Vail, Steel. EFA is another one. Semiconductors. This is one that's been really interesting. Look at this repeated call activity on EFA. This is the one that I'm used to trading as well. I'm like so tempted to go ahead and try this one. Let me see. So if we can go ahead and get this breakout over here, we have this upper gap over here to fill on EFA. Cloud support is setting up nicely. As long as we don't lose 55, I think this will be nice. All these repeated call buyers for this, what are they aiming for? So the box up here starts at 59.60. These guys are getting strikes for 60, 57. Probably because 60 was, well, no. Yeah. They probably didn't want to go ahead and get those other strikes because probably it makes a big difference. 6.19 for 23 cents and $1.12. You're more in the money when you get over here. Let's go look at altcoins and see what we got over here. You guys got any tickers? I'm watching new over here. I'm seeing if new breaks out, looking for same cloud structure, seeing if it's gonna hold. But this is on the wrong one, so I'm not gonna do that. 10K followers. CL upper range up here. New BTC. Trying. It's trying. I'm trying to see if it breaks out, whether it's the USD pair or the other one. ETH is not looking hot. Look at this, guys. If this diagonal breaks on ETH, you're definitely going to see 172 coming up on ETH. So I personally would rather take a short on ETH over here. So that is my thing. Is I would want to take a short on ETH over here. If it reclaims the 20 SMA, then yeah, then you don't want to go ahead and stay in that one. But yeah, this one looks like a good short. Oh, and we had a daily close underneath of it as well. Let's check Bitcoin before I go. BCH. Ah, right on support. I mean, it hasn't really went down underneath yet. So what day is it today? Today's Thursday. So probably won't move till Saturday. You guys have any more tickers? Anything else you guys want me to check on while you have me? Dude, Giovanni, you don't have to sell me on that one. Um, I don't like pot stocks, but shroom stocks. Oh man, I forgot to check restream, guys. What do you think about Robinhood? Um, that's a good one. I get that one a lot. So you got to realize with Robinhood, it's not a real broker. It's a real broker in the sense that yeah, it's a broker, and sure they seem official, but you can't trade options at the end of the day. Like the last expiration date, they basically say the markets are closed. If you can sell it and you can find a buy, you can get it off. They're like awesome, but the thing is that they ban you from buying the last day. So even if you wanted to sell the last day and there were buyers, there couldn't be buyers because they don't allow you to do that. So anybody who tries to do same day options like that, like you can't do that there. You need a real broker. The other downside would be is spreads are a little shitty, but other than that, I mean, I don't have any complaints. They fucked up this year with like the downtime that they shouldn't have, but for me, I was already in shorts, so that kind of helped me out more. So I didn't really care. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's also free. On all my other brokers, I have to pay for options trading, like couple cents per contract, and when I buy like so some of them are like 30, 40 cents. Some of my things are 60. I even have a broker that charges like over $1 for contracts. And I buy OTM plays. So I'm buying like a couple hundred, if not 1,000. So if my play goes wrong, I'm losing money on it. Not only am I losing money on my horrible trade I made, now I gotta pay these people back. I've already paid these guys extra money to play this play. So yeah. Yo, guys, thank you so much for joining. I will be live again on Sunday and Monday. So make sure you guys join me on Sunday and Monday. If you guys have any questions or stream suggestions or want me to have some people on, let me know. I don't know who really to have on. I know I'm probably gonna do a stream soon with Dumb, Seattle, and yeah, those two guys. So if you guys want anything else out of me, let me know. Other than that, don't lose your money. See ya. Have a good night.